G'day, this video profiles the monument track which runs between the Circuit Road and Clear Hills track on the eastern side of Mt Stirling. Here we are at the intersection with the Circuit Road, just going through the seasonal gates. The lower part of the track is pretty flat, easy going. This is only a short track, but it's a lot of fun because it's got some really steep technical sections. As you'll see in the video, some of the slopes the track slopes can be quite high. It's fairly well used, this track, so there's a lot of loose gravel on the surface. Unfortunately, I suspect a lot of full drivers who drive along here probably don't deflate their tyres, and so those inflated tyres really do rip up the track a bit more than probably they should. The monument, when we did it in early 2025, was fairly rough, so it's been ripped apart a fair bit. The track conditions are quite variable from season to season, and in the wet this track can be quite treacherous, particularly one section which has got a lot of clay and gets pretty messed up. You can see here we're starting to climb up. The actual track slopes themselves are not too bad, just a lot of rocks and ruts and little step-ups that you need to negotiate. It's a lot of fun. This is a good track. In dry conditions, I think anyone could safely negotiate this track. Just bear in mind that you do get a bit of traffic, so you've got to be a bit mindful of watching out for other four-wheel drives. Here's one of the steep sections, just a little bit of off camber, a couple of big ruts there. Anything over 20 degrees is getting a little bit steep, I guess. Here's another rutted section. As you start to climb up the track, you can see these big wheel holes where people are spinning the wheels fairly regularly. This is the section I think that's very clay. They've put a bit of gravel on the surface, but in wet conditions that becomes incredibly soupy, and it can be pretty tricky if you're coming down the hill into that big boggy section of clay. Beautiful drive. The actual track itself only takes about 10 or 20 minutes. It's not that far to go. Here's another steep section on a bit of rock. I really like this track because the upper section takes you through some of the alpine vegetation. It's pretty cool. See, it's a bit flat in sections, and then it starts climbing again. In the background there is Mt Stirling. Here's another little technical section. We were belting along this track, by the way, so you wouldn't normally drive at the speeds we are, but we've run out of time on this day, so we sort of were given a bit of a push. Come across another vehicle, a bit frustrating because they weren't going to let us pass, so we just sat back for 5 minutes and waited. Here we are coming out on the track. It just comes down to the Clear Hills track. There's a seasonal gate at the end of the track, and here's the intersection. You turn right if you want to go up to Craig's Hut. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. See you out there.